Hello everybody, I am Andy and today we are doing a roast. No, not a roast beef. I don't eat cows. That was a stupid joke, whatever. We're doing a roast of my old TikToks. Before I made this YouTube channel, I used to post on TikTok. I would post all of my little DIY home decor things on TikTok, and I had interesting taste, let's say, which is totally fine, you know? Some people, sorry, he's always jumping on the bed. Some people, this is still their taste, and that's fine. It was a bit more quirky than my current taste, I would say. Starting off strong, we've got the wall squiggles, the wall mural. People were doing this, they were doing squiggly little walls, and I thought, oh yes, big piece of art on my wall that I paint myself, even though I'm not an artist. Why not? Let's do it. And of course I picked multiple fun, quirky pastel colors, types of things you would see in a little kid's room. Yep, I did. And just blobbing it up. Just blobbing it up on the wall. And then I thought, wait a minute, you know what would make this better? If I made some checkered print pendant lights out of bowls. So I spent plenty of hours taping little squares onto a bowl so that I could paint it checker pattern. Was that worth the time? No, it was not. Do I not have those bowls anymore? Of course I don't. That's okay. It was fun, cute, and quirky at the time. I was like 26, had just moved into my first house and was acting like I was 14. On the note of squiggles, I made multiple squiggly mirrors. My first DIY I ever did actually was a squiggly mirror. My first thing that I made that wasn't a part of my van, because I have a van that I DIY'd out to, I was gonna live in a van. I was gonna live in a van. And then COVID happened and I was like, I can't travel right now in my van that I just finished making. I guess I'm gonna have to buy a townhouse. And now here we are. And I've been on like a few van trips in the last 4 years, but I definitely have gotten nowhere near where I wanted to go and nowhere near living and what living in it would be. Maybe one day. I'm still holding on to that van. It's my getaway vehicle for when shit hits the fan and I gotta get out of here, you know? And on the note of the squiggly mirrors, I also made one that looked like a cloud. Yep. And I decided apparently to paint it bright mustard yellow. That's not even mustard yellow. That's like banana yellow. And thank goodness I changed it to like a beautiful muted green, but still not my style. Kind of cute, but also these circles are very much so reminding me of like a glam style, which is like the exact opposite of my style. I wouldn't even incorporate any glam ever, I don't think. And I don't think I really ever have. Like I would never do like a crystal chandelier or like a mirror side table or something like that. Or like a royal purple. That's a lot of glam, is like royal purple. No shade to people who love glam. That's totally cool. But I'm just not like a pink and purple and crystals girly. I also loved plants. I still do love some plants, hence Monstera behind me. But I loved plants so much so, and a bit of like a boho touch. I remember this one girl's bathroom in particular I was obsessed with, and it was all like wicker and brown and plants and baskets. So I made this plant ladder. I got an old crib for free off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was made out of like wooden dowels and stuff. And I used one part of the crib, one half of it, to hang it above my bathtub and have plants hanging. And in theory, it's a great idea. It looks beautiful. You're bathing in the jungle. In reality, though, it's just kind of messy. And it's very, very boho, which is not my taste anymore. So I'm sure some boho girlies still love this, but not for me. I also DIY'd that pendant lamp in front. I did make that out of a wicker basket. It actually looks kind of cute. I kind of like it. It's like the IKEA ones look like baskets anyways. I'm pretty sure lots of people have made pendant lamps out of the actual baskets at IKEA. It's kind of cute. Like if you don't know, you don't know. But the thing about DIY is that when you make it yourself, you do know. If I had bought that as a pendant lamp, I would be like, wow, I love this gorgeous basket pendant lamp. It's so cute. But since I DIY'd that out of a basket, I'm like, that pendant lamp just looks like a basket. You just know too much when you DIY it yourself. Unless you are actually making things out of the proper materials that they're supposed to be made out of, it often just looks very DIY to you, even if it doesn't to people who don't know. Even if people are like, whoa, that's so cool. I can't believe you made it out of a basket. I would never be able to tell. It's like, well, I could tell because I did it. Ooh, this one's so fun. I actually kind of like this one still, but it's actually just kind of hilarious because I made it out of a lentil can. I took this lentil can and I cut off the top and the bottom so that I could wire a cord through it and put a lamp kit through it. And then I wrapped it up in these in these foam half dowels, or these foam dowels that I cut in half and painted it. It's kind of cute, but you could really see like the glue that I used. I didn't do like a very good job of it. I totally still have this. I totally still have this downstairs in the kitchen, and I like look at it and I'm like, I need to take that down. It's not for me anymore, but it's kind of cute. And the globe that I used, which this actually is kind of like a good hack, is like if you want a lamp to have like a little bit of a globe light, you can just use a globe bulb, like a nice quality globe bulb. This one's from IKEA, and it actually is just like a gorgeous globe. The next one, which I honestly knew was a flop when I did it, because I'm pretty sure I even say in this that I made this pillow that looks like a giant hunk of ginger, and it 100% does. I also picked the color that is like exactly ginger, and I thought I was making like a quirky, fun, squiggly thing. Like I could not accept the fact that anything could be the shape that it actually is maybe supposed to be, or that it would normally come in, like a timeless shape. Forget about it. A square pillow, are you kidding me? It has to be a squiggle. I was such a squiggly girly, which people still are squiggly girlies. Shout out to Alexandra Gator. I actually love her videos, even though I do not vibe with her style anymore. But I definitely would have loved 2021. Andy would have been obsessed with Alexandra Gator's style. But yeah, no, it's just different now, which is totally fine. Goes to show you can change your style, you can change your things, and just because I don't like something doesn't mean somebody else doesn't. This is solid proof that your taste can change, and my taste has totally changed. But like if somebody's still into this, that's totally cool. I was fully in. I was 100% in on squiggles. Leading to the next one, a squiggly rug. Why not? Got this white shaggy rug, and I cut it into a squiggly shape. And I told myself I was gonna glue the edges, and you're supposed to glue the edges so that it doesn't start to fray off the edges, which it didn't really fray that bad, but it still kind of did. Yeah, it was like shedding. It wasn't a very good quality rug anyways. It was kind of just a disaster. It was kind of cute, and I remember absolutely loving it. Like I remember being like, this is gonna be my rug for life. I also was very into paper lanterns, which if you watch my video about things that I have a love-hate relationship with, you would know that paper lanterns are one of them. They look so good when they're on, or when it's kind of like a beige tone. I actually follow this girl on TikTok who had a white paper lantern and she just painted it with tea, and it looks so good. She didn't paint it, I guess she stained the white paper lantern with tea so that it's more of like that natural beige color, and it looks so good. I just don't like how they look when they're turned off, when they're like the stark white. I think they just look like cheap paper lamps, but I was totally into them back then, and I decided that I would try and tie 3 of them together to make this little bubble one, but I couldn't tie them tight enough together, so there was totally gaps in between them, which was hilarious, and it just looked so DIY. It was so bad. And I also didn't have like a proper bulb system for it, so I actually just took solar lights and like weaved them through the lamp, so even when it was on you could like see the solar lights sparkling through it. It just looked so bad when it was on or when it was off. It was such a flop. But I would not let this paper lantern die. I really wanted it, and so I decided to reattempt to make it, but just with 2 of them. And so I glued 2 of them together, which it actually did look better, but it still just is like not it. Paper lanterns are not it anyways for me now, as I've already said, but I don't know, it just looked kind of silly. Dang, this next one isn't exactly a flop. I made a outdoor couch out of our outdoor table, and it's like so deep and so comfy to sit on. And I put like a back armrest all around it and painted it this yellow color, which I don't know if I still love the yellow color, but the reason that this one is a big flop is because this still looks exactly like this. I'm pretty sure I made this 2 years ago. I even say in the caption that I'll have to wait till next year to use it, but I still have to wait because I haven't finished the cushions. I cut out the foam, but I never made the cushion covers for it. It's just sitting outside in the snow right now. Never finished this bench, and now of course the paint's like chipping. Like I may as well have not even bothered if I wasn't gonna finish it, you know? So hopefully this spring I will finish this project. I'm gonna repaint it a color that I like that actually goes with the fabric. I need to find a fabric that I like first, and then I can pick a paint color. But I just got ahead of myself and was obsessed with yellow, which I still am obsessed with yellow, but I need the patio to feel more cohesive. I need to actually plan it out this year. That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, another one on the patio. Not only do I not love glass tables because they get so dirty, especially when they're outside on the patio, but I've spray painted the legs this green color. This is the thing, I was obsessed with color, and not just muted earthy colors. I was obsessed with bright colors, pastel colors. I wanted all color. And like I said, I just didn't have a plan out here on the patio. I was just going for it. I was like, perfect, I love this green color. I'll just paint the legs this green color. Surely it'll go with the yellow couch. Not thinking anything through. I completely got rid of this table. I'm pretty sure it was also a really weird size. Like, it wasn't a coffee table. It wasn't a side table. It was like a weird height and like a weird square size. It was like too big for a side table, but too small for a coffee table. It just made no sense. So I got rid of that. It was kind of cute though. And I do like the arched legs, but it was chrome when I bought it and I painted it green. Like, I destroyed this table. It was actually kind of cute when I got it. And I don't know why I painted it green. I thought it would be cool green. Big flop, big flop. Which, that's a thing now. Everybody has like this pet peeve of people painting wood or like metals and stuff. And I'm totally with them. I totally understand. We shouldn't just be painting things that are hard to reverse. But also I'm like, okay, if they're gonna keep it short, whatever, they can paint it. Also, like, let's get over it. Really, we can get rid of the paint on the wood. You could sand it down or paint strip it if you had to. The metal legs, though, I don't know. I think I actually ruined this table, so oopsies. I honestly am not a checkerboard hater. I kind of like some of the rugs. Checkerboard also is kind of timeless. I know that we're all making fun of it and saying that it's so quirky and that it was so trendy or whatever, but personally, I think it is timeless. The checkerboard tiles in a kitchen look gorgeous to me. And like a French black and white checkered floor, that's timeless. That's gonna be around forever. That's gorgeous. We love that. Maybe just not the painting of the checkerboard, I guess, was getting too crazy. And especially in like fun, quirky colors. I do like a checkered rug, especially when it's like muted colors, or some of the ones that are not exactly a checkerboard pattern. They're kind of like a mix of like a plaid and a checkered. There's a name for that type of checkered, and I can't remember. That type of plaid, and I can't remember what it is. But I painted this checkerboard wall, and then a few months later, I was like, this is too much. This is just too much for me. I like plain white walls. And then bring in decor. I probably would love a wallpaper, like a floral wallpaper or wallpaper with birds. I love birds. Yeah, this checkerboard just wasn't really it. I also don't really like this peach color that I did anymore. Ooh, also within the plant ladder, I took this lampshade that I found at the thrift store and painted it and turned it into a planter. Like, see what I mean? Everything had to be wavy. Like, why did I need this like scalloped edge? I needed something to be so quirky. I needed so many different wavy things. Whereas this probably would have looked better if it was just simple plant pots and not like a million different colors of the macrame hangers that I made. I actually do still like this one basket in the back though that has like a proper basket handle. It still is hung up in my bathroom. I do still like that one. I think it looks kind of cool. And it is boho, but it's okay to have some boho things for me. As long as the whole room isn't like, oh wow, it's so boho in here. Like, everything is like, oh, macrame and plants and wicker. Like, as long as it's not everything, I don't mind like a few little boho pieces. This one's actually scary. This one actually haunts me. I decided to make a room divider out of old bifold doors. I wanted to like section off our little bed area and make it feel like cozier because our bedroom is so big. And I decided to paint this checkerboard pattern on these bifold doors, and I did it in pink and yellow, like just way too quirky. I even remember when I did this, Brendan was like, why are you doing that? I don't really like it. And I remember being like, what? Like, you could not have told me that this didn't look good. I would not believe you. I was like, this is cool. This is it. This is in forever. We're keeping this forever. Nope. Okay, that is all the DIYs that I grabbed for this video. There actually was many more. I could probably make a part 2 if anybody is interested, because there were so many bad ones. It's so funny. And it's so crazy how fast your taste can change, especially when you're really into interiors. Like, yeah, I just feel like I quickly found what I actually like, what is actually working for me, because I was so into it and just trying all the things. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Maybe you're not going to try a few of these things, since you can see that they are already fails, in case anybody was planning on gluing paper lanterns together or something. Maybe just don't do it. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've got many more interior type videos coming your way. If you're interested, even if you're not interested, they're coming your way. A little life updates, how about? It's cold outside still, freezing my arse off, that's all good. What do you expect in Canada in February? I expected it to be cold. I did. I 100% did. And guess what? We got it. I had my birthday party on the weekend. It was an absolute hoot. It was so fun. I had all my lovely, lovely friends and family there. It was crazies. The only thing I didn't like was maybe the drinking. Maybe I'm just not built for drinking anymore. You know what I mean? And I know I've been saying this, that it's kind of been like, and for the last like 3 or 4 years, I have stopped drinking. But then I kind of started to pick it up again. I mean, if you watched my other videos, you saw it. I was like, let's go, party girl era. And it's quickly over, honestly. If I go out and have like maybe a couple of drinks, then it's fine and fun. But these like late nights, drinking lots, it really takes it out of you. And then of course I'm also saying things. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so annoying. What did I even say last night? And I definitely get depressed after too, which is so unfortunate. It's almost like alcohol is like a depressant or something like that. Crazy. Imagine that. Yeah, so that's not fun. But it's been 2 days and I'm actually feeling pretty good today. Yesterday I was definitely like a bit hungover, a bit like just chilling in bed all day. But today I went to work and then I went to the gym after work, ran 10 kilometers, really trying to pump that dopamine, pump that serotonin into my body, get it going. Okay, we're alive, we're here, we have reasons to live, and we keep running. So that was good. I'm feeling better. Brendan and I are gonna eat dinner soon. We're still watching Ted Lasso. We're nearing the end of season 2, I think, and we're absolutely loving it. We also, of course, are also loving Traitors. Let's go. It's so good. I have so many things to say about Traitors. My friends are annoyed. They're like, yeah, Andy, stop asking us if we've watched Traitors. We already know that you watch it. You bring this up every time we see you. I'm like, it's just such a good show. It's crazy. It's like a Wink Eye Murder, but in real life. No, Mafia. That's the game that it's like. And it's so good. I also love Carolyn from Survivor. Caroline or Carolyn? Carolyn from Survivor. She's so like funny and quirky and kooky, and Brendan was like, I don't know about this girl, and I was like, no, she's just herself. You gotta love it. Zoe's still here, hanging. In case anybody was curious, don't worry. She's here, licking the bed. She's just the cutest little tootiest doggy. And I think that's pretty much all I have to report. I will see you guys next Thursday, hopefully. I'm thinking home updates. Video. Maybe part 2 if you guys like this one. Maybe we'll do part 2 of the DIY flops. I want to do a desk makeover too. This whole desk situation isn't working, so I'm going to talk about that soon too. So lots more to come, and I will see you guys in the next one.